The powwow at the end of the world. I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after an Indian woman puts her shoulder to the Grand Coulee Dam and topples it.
I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after the flood waters burst each successive dam downriver from the Grand Coulee.
I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after the flood waters find their way to the mouth of the Columbia River.
As it enters the Pacific and causes all of it to rise.
I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after the first drop of flood water is swallowed by the salmon waiting in the Pacific. I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after the salmon swims upstream through the mountain of the Columbia and then past the flooded cities, broken dams, and abandoned reactors of Hanford.
I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after that salmon swims to the mouth of the Spokane River as it meets the Columbia, then upstream until it arrives in the shallows of a secret bay on the reservation where I wait alone. I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after that salmon leaps into the night air above the water.
Throws a lightning bolt at the brush near my feet.
And starts the fire which will lead all of the lost Indians home.
I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, after we Indians have gathered around the fire with that salmon who has 3 stories it must tell before sunrise.
One story will teach us how to pray.
Another story will make us laugh for hours.
The third story will give us reason to dance.
Yep. I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall, when I'm dancing with my tribe during the powwow at the end of the world.
Alexei uses exaggeration throughout the piece, as well as repetition as he repeats the line, I am told by many of you that I must forgive, and so I shall. These both help to enhance the writing of the poem. The poem also almost follows along like a story, as he begins with a woman breaking down the dam, and then it ends with the salmon swimming up the stream. So it's almost like a story. One question we had is, who is Alexei forgiving, and for what is he forgiving them? One possibility we came up with was maybe he is forgiving the Americans and the whites that treated the Indians badly. Alexei is also basically saying he won't forgive until the end of the world, so perhaps he will not forgive the white people for their discrimination against the Indians until he dies or the world ends. A connection we made was the saying, when pigs fly, like I will do something when pigs fly, because he says he will forgive when all these crazy things happen, things that most likely won't happen. So our connection was to the saying, when pigs fly. One connection to the book is the man that always says, the end of the world is near, as this poem also is talking about the powwow at the end of the world. Our final connection to the book is on the 4th paragraph of page 230, when it says, he had enough anger inside to guide every salmon over the Grand Coulee Dam, and our poem also talks about salmons and the Grand Coulee Dam and breaking it and whatnot, and the structure of that entire paragraph also kind of follows along with the structure of our poem, in the sense that it's a story that talks about a bunch of things that most likely will not happen. Overall, the repetition, exaggeration, and the story told throughout the poem makes it a very interesting and fascinating poem.